Everyone's doing white cabinets and calling it trendy. But what if I told you the coolest kitchens in 2025 are using colors that most people are too scared to try? I'm Blake. Welcome back to Built by Becker. I spend way too much time looking at kitchen trends. And let me tell you, the boring neutral phase is officially over. Today, we're diving into the cabinet colors that are actually trending in 2025. And I'm not talking the other side of gray. Whether you're planning a full remodel or just dreaming about one, these trends will give you ideas you haven't seen anywhere else. Hit subscribe if you want more design trends that aren't just recycled Pinterest boards. We'll be starting with these beautiful two-tone cabinets, but not the boring version you've seen a million times. We're talking about strategic color combinations that will actually make your kitchen work better, not just look different. Here's what's happening in 2025. People are using darker colors on the bottom and lighter colors on the top, but they're getting way more creative with these combinations. Think forest green on the bottom with warm cream on top, or navy lowers with soft sage uppers. The dark colors hide scuffs and fingerprints where you actually use your cabinets, while the light colors keep your kitchen from feeling like a cave. Or go boldly monochromatic by color trenching. This is where you pick one color family and use it everywhere in different shades. So instead of green cabinets with white walls, you do green cabinets with slightly lighter green walls and maybe even lighter green ceiling. Sounds crazy, but it creates this incredibly sophisticated, wrapped in color feeling that makes your kitchen feel like a designed space instead of a room with just stuff in it. The trick with two-tone is making sure your colors actually work. They have to work with everything and in the real lighting, not just in the paint store. Take your combinations to your actual kitchen, because that fluorescent light at the Home Depot or the paint store is lying to you about how those colors really look. All right, let's talk about something that's gonna surprise you. Pastels are back, but not just for Easter egg. I'm talking about muted, sophisticated pastels that add personality without making your kitchen look like a candy store. Butter yellow is having a serious moment, especially when you pair it with brass hardware and natural wood accents. It's warm, cheerful without being overwhelming, and it makes your kitchen feel sunny, even on a cloudy day. Pale pink is another one that sounds scary, but works beautifully when you choose the right undertones. Think a dusty rose or a salmon rather than bubblegum. The key with pastels is keeping everything else pretty neutral. You don't want to compete with your cabinet color. You want to let it be the star of the show. White or light gray countertops, simple subway tile backsplashes, and natural wood or brass accents let these colors shine without turning your kitchen into a circus. Now, let's get into something that's making me really excited about kitchen design. Warm, earthy neutrals, but the ones that go way beyond the beige and gray we've been stuck with in the past decade. I'm talking about peach, caramel, mocha, terracotta, and that's not a Starbucks order. These tones bring actual warmth into your space. These colors work because they feel natural and comfortable without being boring. Peach cabinets with white marble countertops create this beautiful, soft contrast that feels fresh and timeless. Caramel tones pair perfectly with darker woods and black hardware for a sophisticated, cozy vibe that makes you want to actually spend time in your kitchen. The best part about these warm neutrals is that they work with almost any style. Modern farmhouse, traditional, contemporary. They're neutral enough to be versatile, but warm enough to have personality. And unlike cool grays that can feel sterile, these colors make your kitchen feel like a place where people want to gather. If you're nervous about committing to colors, this is a great place to start. These warm neutrals feel like a neutral evolution from the whites and grays we've been doing for so long, so they don't feel like a huge risk. But if you want to take a risk, let's talk about the retro colors that are making a comeback in the best possible way. Deep burgundy, olive green, rich teal, even some plum tones are showing up in kitchens that feel both nostalgic and completely current. The secret is making retro colors work in 2025. You need to pair them with modern elements. Burgundy cabinets with sleek black countertops and contemporary lighting fixtures feel sophisticated, not dated. Olive green with brass hardware and marble backsplashes creates this beautiful vintage modern hybrid that feels totally fresh. The key is balancing the boldness with the neutral elements elsewhere. Let your cabinet color be the statement. Keep everything else relatively simple and timeless. Speaking of making statements, let's talk about something that's taking cabinet design to the next level. Metallic accents and inlays that go beyond just changing your hardware. We're seeing copper inlay panels and even brushed nickel cabinet fronts. See, this isn't about making your kitchen look like a spaceship, it's about adding a subtle luxury and texture that catches light and creates a visual interest. Few cabinet doors with metallic inlays mixed in with your regular painted cabinets can create this custom, high-end look without redoing your entire kitchen. The trick is using metallics as accents, not the main event. A couple of metallic upper cabinets, some inlay details on your island, or metallic panels on your pantry doors can add an extra layer of sophistication that makes your kitchen feel special. And this works with any other color trend we've been talking about. Copper accents with warm peach cabinets, brushed nickel with sage green, bronze details with deep burgundy. The combinations are endless, and they always look expensive. Now, what if we skip the paint altogether? Natural wood textures and grains that celebrate the material instead of covering it up. Light oak, blonde ash, and natural maple are having a major moment, especially in kitchens that want that Scandinavian or Japanese-inspired minimalistic vibe. But this isn't about going back to the honey oak cabinets of the 90s. These new wood finishes are more refined with subtle grain patterns and matte finishes that feel modern and sophisticated. The focus is on the natural beauty of the wood, rather than making it look like something else. Light wood cabinets work incredibly well with white or light stone countertops and create this clean, airy feeling that makes your kitchen feel calm and organized. They're also practically bulletproof when it comes to showing wear and tear and fingerprints, which is always a bonus in any kitchen. If you want to mix things up, try combining natural wood uppers with painted lowers, or using wood on your island with painted perimeter cabinets. The combination of natural texture and color creates depth and interest without being overwhelming. Now, let's get to the most crucial point if you're working with smaller kitchens. Color strategies that actually make your space feel bigger instead of closing it in. The right cabinet colors can completely change how spacious your kitchen feels. Light sage green, soft mint, and a pale taupe are amazing for small kitchens because they reflect light well while still having personality. When you match your cabinet color to your wall color or go slightly darker, you create this seamless look that makes the boundaries of your room disappear. Adding reflective elements like glass cabinet doors, metallic hardware, or even mirrored backsplash can amplify the effect and make your small kitchen feel more open and airy. The key is creating a cohesive color story that doesn't fight with itself. Open shelving mixed with closed cabinets also helps small kitchens feel less closed in, especially when you keep your open shelf styled simply with white dishes or natural wood accessories. And since we're talking about it now, let's take a look at finishes. Different finishes affect the same color. Matte finishes absorb light and make colors look deeper and richer, while glossy finishes reflect light and can make the same color appear lighter and more vibrant. Semi-gloss finishes are the sweet spot for most kitchens because they are durable enough to handle the moisture and grease that happen in kitchens, but they don't create that high sheen look that can feel too formal or show every fingerprint. Matte finishes look gorgeous but require maintenance, especially around the sink and stove areas. But something that's becoming huge in 2025 is mixing finishes with the same color family. You might do matte uppers and semi-gloss lowers in the same sage green, or glossy island cabinets with matte perimeter cabinets. This adds depth and visual interest without being too busy or overwhelming. You need to think about your kitchen as a whole. And I know that's stressful, but don't forget to match your cabinet color to your existing countertops and backsplash. Unless you're starting completely from scratch, you're probably working with some existing elements, and that's totally fine. Most countertop materials are pretty neutral and work with a wide range of cabinet colors. White and gray quartz, marble and granite all play well with warm and cool cabinet doors. The key is making sure your cabinet color doesn't clash with the undertones in your stone. If you've got warm tone granite with gold and brown flakes, those cool gray blue cabinets might not be your best choice. But warm sage green, creamy whites, and those caramel tones we talked about would work fine. Work with what you have instead of fighting against it. For backsplashes, this is actually a great place to tie everything together. A simple white subway tile works with literally any cabinet color that lets your cabinets be the star. If you want more personality, choose a backsplash that picks up undertones from both your cabinets and your countertops. But you know what? You don't have to rip out all your cabinets to go with a new look. Sometimes just changing the cabinet doors and drawer fronts in a new color while keeping your existing boxes can give you 90% of the impact at half of the cost. This works especially well if your existing cabinet boxes are in good shape, but the doors are dated and damaged. You can go from builder grade oak to sophisticated navy, from plain white to rich forest green, just by swapping out the doors and adding some new hardware. If you're really budget conscious, painting your existing cabinets is still one of the best bang for your buck improvements you can make. Just make sure you do it right. Proper prep work, quality primer, and a durable top coat are non-negotiable. Cheap paint looks, well, cheap, and it won't hold up to your standard kitchen use. The cabinet colors that actually trending in 2025, not just the same old neutrals everybody's doing for years. Which of these directions feels right for your kitchen? Are you ready to try something bold? Are you more drawn to those warm, sophisticated neutrals? Let me know in the comments what color you're considering, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.